Question continues about length checking, and is it a slippery slope or healthy?
I was saying that I work in a place where I talk about natural hair a lot, and I have a hard time talking to sisters sometimes about hair because they just want, how did you get your hair like that? Oh, you got that nice hair. And I am biracial, so the assumption is that I have a hair type that will grow long, when it took me a long time to learn how to take care of my hair. And it's something that, for me, hair health is what I want to teach. And like, I can't get to that place where I'm like, oh, you could just go put some olive oil in your hair or put some, seal it with some shea butter. It's not that. It's like, what product will make my hair like this?
Right. I think people are looking for like this miracle answer to what will make their hair grow or look like a particular style. But I think that, like we were saying before, that the length check thing is about the fact that natural hair or nappy hair doesn't grow. So when they do the length checks and they do all those grades 4B, C, who cares? Like, that's not important.
That was the next question I was going to ask you guys about hair typing. Is it helpful or is it a slippery slope?
Like, for me, for me, in all honesty, the way my hair is the way my hair is. All this stuff about grade and length and that's not important to me. As long as my hair is healthy, as long as I like it, I will go bald. I will lock it. I will do whatever.
She's telling the truth because she's done it all.
And I love the fact that I can do all those things. Like, I'm not stuck in one particular style. I can do whatever I want to, whenever I want to, because I now love me.
Aww.
So in order for me, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's a mind thing. So
my hairdresser used to perm my hair, told my hair would never get so long. Stop right here. And that's it. And that's the way she looked at it. And that's the way I saw it. Well, this is about it. It'll never grow. And
so it does feel good when you actually can grow your hair.
Exactly. And I guess I got out of the mindset where I didn't care if it grew as long as it was healthy. Like right now, as long as I have a healthy head of hair, I figured out how to do it. I'm okay with it. It doesn't matter if it grows long or if it doesn't grow long at all. It's just my hair. I'm okay with it.
Right.
But the fact that they look at things that way, your hair will never get this long. You know what I mean? So people are obsessed with length.
I can honestly say I was one of those people. I'm since in recovery.
Should I
say
yes.
And I think that a lot of times it's just because the experiences I've had surrounding natural hair. My hair was natural in a young generation when it was not popular. And so I got a lot of negative, nasty, malicious comments about my hair. But when I started to grow it out, it was like a challenge. Like, you know what, I'm going to have my hair. And that's what it is.
It's like a challenge.
It's going to be long. It's going to be pretty. You're going to respect it. And, and then after going to a couple of jacked up hairdressers that cut my hair off, we ain't going to talk about it. It really made me like, no, you're not cutting my hair. But this is me. I want to grow my hair as long as it can possibly go, just to see how long I'm going to grow it.
Yep.
But I've gotten comfortable with chopping it too. I've gotten comfortable with twisting my hair out without blowing it out. You know what I'm saying? And wearing those styles and being comfortable with grace, like straight, grace, blown out, and then grace just all natural, nothing else added.
I didn't even realize that there was a hair grading system at all until I went natural because I wanted to. I thought it was pretty. It was just what I wanted to do. But I didn't realize that it was such a big deal, the grade of hair that you have. That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
But isn't that still good hair, bad hair?
It is.
Right. And natural hair.
Right.
It's interesting because I have my closest friend, she actually argues against the notion that the grading system is negative for the natural hair community because she has really tight curls. And she's like, whatever works on your hair, Heather, is not going to work on my hair. So I want to know, does this product work for what is known as whatever 4B, 4C hair? For her, it helps her. And I can see how it can be a helpful system for people who are not, able to just go into a store and pick something really, I'm going to buy this, because that's a lot of money sometimes. So if you know that product is good for your type of hair, I think it can be helpful.
It sounds like weed to me.
It's more of a personal thing though. Like for everybody's hair, if you want your hair to grow, you basically need to make sure that it's moisturized, that it's clean, it's moisturized, and the way that you keep your moisture in is to steal your hair. It doesn't matter. I mean, you might need more sealing if you tend to have dry hair or whatever, but it's like the whole concept where, it's not
That's
so
a
much
really
the
good point.
grading.
No, I like it.
You know what I mean? It's not so much the grading, it's the connotation that goes with the grade. It's the whole, this grade is better than that grade.
It's the let's add on to it if it's not quite making it, because the system, the hair typing systems don't always. I like one. It spells out a female's name better than I like the alphanumeric version, and I find that I do understand why it can be helpful, but I also feel like you get into adding, okay, well, if it doesn't encompass this part, because it doesn't encompass everybody's hair type. So then if it doesn't, we're going to keep adding on. Next thing you know, okay, it went from 4A to 4B. Now we're at 4C. So what's next? Like if it doesn't, because you can be 4A and you still might not have silky 4A.
Right.
You could be cottony 4A.
Right.
Or you could be cottony 4B and you can be silky 4B, but we don't think about it in terms of that, like what you actually feel under your fingers, like, you know what I mean? So it's like, that product could work on somebody, but it just depends on, like, if your hair is silky type, you just might not need as much of it as somebody who, but it could still work. Right. So it's, I think, it could be a slippery slope, but I think just keeping that.
It is. I think it is. I can see how it can be helpful, but I definitely think it can be also, I think it's mostly dangerous.
Just based on mentality behind it.
Exactly.
Just based off our mindsets. I feel like even though they wore afros in the 70s, and there was I think a greater sense of pride in who you are, what you look like, and now I feel like although a lot of women are going natural, some of them are going natural because they are forced to. Like you can't put another relaxer in your head at all, and they've transitioned their hair, but they ain't transitioned this.
Right.
And so now you have a whole bunch of natural sisters with relaxed minds. Boop.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.